Recording in progress.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
We're
The
in.
ESRCade.
ESRcade's open, guys.
Yes,
Check
it
us
is.
out. The arcade's open. Hey, did you want to do the
Oh.
gallery today, or do we want to keep with our back? I like your background, dude. It's kind of dope. I like it's really chill.
It's the
Is that
San Mateo Bridge.
Yeah, I like that. That's a bridge we've gone over
Even,
many times.
yeah. Even though I am a Sacramento, not a Sacramento native. I am a Sacramento. I call my home.
You're a Sacramento resident now.
But I am a Bay Area native through and through.
Yeah.
And I can't help that. Even though now that I go to the Bay, I'm like, why am I so cold? It's bullshit.
Because it's where you are.
I don't understand. Yeah. So that's a weird transition for me. And yeah, I don't know why. And it's now, I hate to say it, but this is like ESRCade. I've been putting up the videos in our on our YouTube channel. And you can find that at ESRCade, former Word Vomit, YouTube channel. Just the video parts of this podcast. And yeah, man, I'm really happy and that I'm just putting that out here, man. And I'm
dude, you did a good job.
Thank you.
I'm glad we're having up there.
Thank you.
All right.
I want to add more to it. There's still much more work to do.
Yes.
But yeah, right now, like half the battle is putting it up there. And when things start getting better, yeah, it'll just slowly but surely happen. And yeah, man, I don't mind going into weeks. I love weeks, but I mean, if Randy doesn't have a week, I don't need to go into my week. So it's fine.
I mean, there's nothing really. Well, I mean, if you want to get into it, it's fine. Let's see. So far, I am as of this recording. I am home alone. My wife and child are camping with my brother-in-law. There is a campsite like in Eureka or somewhere up north. They own property on, so they're camping there. I couldn't go because they left on Thursday, and I could not get the time off of work, so I'm kind of just defending myself, which is fine and get some stuff to do and. Also, I know Arcadians, if you follow us on Instagram, I haven't posted photos of any of the other stuff, and I am going to try and make a more involved, detailed video of it. But I got my Steam Deck finally.
I know.
I realize now I should have brought it in Garage Studios with me. I might run out and get it in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, it arrived, and you get to see the whole little bit of a story on Instagram. I don't know, Arcadians, if you've seen it yet, but if you go to our Instagram page, the ESRCade Instagram, you'll see a video of me going to my door because I got the message from good old FedEx saying it's at my front door, and then they put it on my front, and I rode my bike home from work during my lunch break, and the disappointing thing was that they put it right in the middle of my porch in front of, like, this thing is just like right in the prime spot of porch bandits taking it. I'm like, guys.
You do have to worry about porch bandits.
It's like, oh, that sucks. And then, but not that it happens. I think it's happened to me like one time in the last like several years I've lived here. But I get there, and then I'm also surprised to find out they changed the packaging because before I know you've seen it on the internet, people complaining about how they got their Steam Decks in, where basically the box has an outline drawing, the blueprints of a Steam Deck, and it says Valve Steam Deck Gaming on the Go or something like that. You're like,
yeah.
Guys, why are you calling it out? Like, dude, people have reported their Steam Decks getting stolen. I'm not gonna say that it was by the FedEx carrier, but I'm also not gonna say. I mean, you said what it is on the box. It's like, dude,
yeah,
but it doesn't say that. Like, they changed it. I was very surprised that the box didn't. I mean, it says where it's from. It does have a design on it, but it doesn't. It has the Steam logo on there, but it's not pronounced really well, or like it's not very obvious. But yeah, I got it, and then firing it up and realizing that a lot of the games I have on my Steam account do not run. Well, I wouldn't say not that they don't run. They don't run on the Steam because they're older games. They require it's like there's extra things I have to do to get it to work. But there's also good, like I have TMNT, Shredder's Revenge, runs like a dream on it. It's fantastic.
I would like to have some time with you on that.
I got it. I'm playing it online. I also got it on the... I'm bummed. On a side note of that, I'll talk about that one later. But yeah, but running on all the other games, I actually started playing Resident Evil 2, the remake on it. To see how well,
Oh,
and it runs pretty well. I'm like, fuck, this is great. On the go.
nice.
Now I will say the battery life, because you're with the types of games I'm playing, is not great. It is. It also kicks on. There's a fan in there that I can feel. Like it's not
In your hand?
inside. Yeah, you can. I can feel it, and I can feel the heat that's kicking off it because I'm playing a game that's, like not that it's outputting in 4K, but it kicks out a bit of. It's a lot of processing power for some reason.
Okay.
Now, granted, I'm also playing like older games that I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fine. Streets of Rage 4, it's gonna be cool. It's all right. I can load this down. I did have a freak out moment though, where I was trying to play Capcom's Beat 'em Up collection, and Final Fight was running super slow, and like ridiculously slow. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Come
Okay.
on, Steam, how dare you? And then I realized that
How
there was a
dare
setting,
you?
Yeah, there's a setting on the performance side where if I pull it up, somehow it had gotten, and I didn't change this because I never saw the menu, and so I had to look for it, where I had it locked at 15 frames. Yeah.
Weird.
And I was like, what the fuck is, and I moved it up. I'm like, oh, now it plays fine. Now Guy in Final Fight's actually moving the way he's supposed to.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, no, he's actually playing. So yeah, I got that, and then yeah, that's it. I mean, aside from being stuck at home,
Okay.
instead of camping with my family. Oh, and I've now acquired a new camera that I plan on. That's actually what I recorded the video from for my Steam Deck on. I got a new Sony camera.
Nice.
So yeah, but what you been up to, man? Aside from your internet cracking out.
My internet did crack out. Still looking for a job. Things are looking good in there.
Okay, but you're still working, right? You're still working.
Yeah, I'm not like
Okay.
unemployed.
Okay.
Dear God, no. Whew. Oh,
Okay.
Oh boy. As soon as this one gig gets back to me, I'm going to. I'll be like, yes, woo! I get this job. I still need to kind of look for a little something better, but maybe like I don't know. We'll see, right? Because I'm trying to get back into the tech field while I'm here, because it's a little easier to do than doing it at the Bay, because everyone in the Bay is trying to get in the tech field because Silicon Valley is there and everything. Yeah, I'm trying to get back in the tech field, and I need to prove that I am a college graduate. And they gave...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, dude.
I thought they were going to do the background search on that themselves.
Oh.
Apparently not. They want me to do it. And I'm like, okay, I just get them to... have somebody send my transcripts over, and that's being a little bit of a pain in the ass. It's taking some time because I have to go through the government for that. And can't go through my college because my college is not around.
Oh, yeah.
I went to a trade school, and those tend to
you
not...
know what? There's nothing wrong with trade schools. That's really
No.
good to have. It sucks that the situation you're in is unfortunate.
But I proved that I'm A+ cert, and they're like, oh, so good, awesome. And then I'm like, yeah, they looked into my employment history, and they're like, oh, yeah, you check out there. We just need your education. I'm like, I got 2 out of 3. Isn't that enough?
Isn't that enough for you?
But okay, cool, fine. So I'm waiting on my transcripts to get to them and me, because I didn't want to be in this situation again. So I'm like, I want a copy of my transcript, and they get a copy of my transcript. In fact, fuck it, I want 2 copies of my transcript, so this shit doesn't happen again. And then, yeah, I think that is really it. I wanted to say I started streaming, but I sure as shit didn't. I'm started a computer project. I am building a server.
That's right. You were talking about that.
I did. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast yet.
You did. You did.
Oh, I did? Okay,
yes,
cool.
because you're talking about getting hard drives. You're like, I got to get a hard drive online. I'm like, dude, they're on sale.
As far as I know, I haven't looked at the my tracking number, or I haven't looked at my tracking yet. But they said there was gonna, as we're recording this now, my phone saying whatnot, I was supposed to be here at 7 p.m. It is 7 p.m. as we were recording now. I have no idea if they're here or not because I am recording. It doesn't matter. If they show, they show. Cool. And I get to put them in my server. And yeah, after that, I gotta wait for a lot of memory. I'm looking for a deal on some DDR3s because the server's kind of old, right?
Okay.
But it's got a lot of bays for hard drives, and I got a good deal on SAS drives, and I'm like, okay, right? And then yeah, I think that is really all that I got. I also wanted to upgrade the computer I'm using now to record this.
Yeah.
And after that, once I get all that memory, maybe I put a GPU in the server, like a really good one. I was thinking either making it a render machine for video making and whatnot, or just a bunch of servers, because I'm actually learning on that server, so I can see if I can get my Net Plus.
Hey, there you go.
Yep, and maybe a VMware certification, but I didn't want to have my Net Plus and then have a VMware certification, or maybe my MCP, my Microsoft Certified Professional, and then we'll see. I don't know. After that point, sky's the limit. I have no idea. But yeah, man, things are going well. I would say I got a dog yesterday.
But
I didn't get a dog yesterday.
well, then was that a thing that was going to happen?
So early in the morning yesterday, my roommate wakes me up on my day off. Thank God it was my day off. It was like 8 p.m. and he goes, dude, and he hands me this little husky, this light-eyed, light-colored puppy husky, and I'm like, and he goes, I need you to look after this dog, and I go, okay. He's like, I gotta go to work, and I'm like, okay.
I'm like, you son of a bitch!
I'm like,
how dare you?
Well, I'm like, okay, hold on. So he tells me this story that he was walking the house dog, Olivia, and came across this puppy just running along the street. And he goes, oh, no. So he picks up the dog, hurries home, and then hands it to his girlfriend. And he's like, I don't know what to do. And we look at the dog, and she's adorable. And there's no way this dog isn't somebody's dog.
Yeah.
She's too, like, 100% husky to not be someone's dog. Yeah. And she's a puppy. There's no way this dog doesn't belong to somebody. But this dog was in the street. The dog's not hurt. Everything's fine. So I'm like, all right, cool. So they wake me up.
That's such a tease, though, man. That's such a tease.
They wake me up because his girlfriend also works, but she's remote from home. Mm-hmm. So she's like, I can take care of the dog for a bit, but like, I don't know what to do if this dog starts peeing or pooping anywhere, right? Yeah. So they woke me up at like 8 a.m. and I'm like, all right, cool. So I'll watch the dog. Dog loves me to death. Immediately sees me, falls in love. I'm like, oh, okay. I love you, little one. But I have to prove that you're somebody else's dog. I'm not an asshole. I'm not just keeping you.
Because someone's going to miss that dog.
Yeah. So I search the neighborhood. I scour it at like 9 a.m. hoping to see if somebody's like missing a pup or anything. People are already at work. Some people on the street, they're like, yeah, I saw a little dog, but I kind of walked away. Or like, I'm not my problem. I'm like, oh okay. That's fucked up, right? Nobody's claiming this dog. So my roommate, while at work, goes to like uses the app, like the next door neighbor like app, and he puts it up. We put photos of the dog, like who's random puppy, right? And
because you don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, we found this random puppy walking the street. Who is this dog? Turns out this woman lost the mother of that husky and two of its pups for the second time. Oh. And how do you lose these dogs?
Yeah.
So apparently the fence is shit, but they keep putting the dogs in the backyard with the fence. Like, at that point, it only needs to happen once for me. Leave that dog in the house. She's probably gonna ruin the house and places. You just set up some gates or fences, so whatever. Leave her in a garage or whatever, so they don't ruin too much of the house. But yeah, that's what you do, right? And then you fix the fucking fence in the backyard with some shade because it's Huskies and it's Sacramento. Every day is 100 degrees and they're Huskies. You feel bad. So, like, okay, yeah, that's what you do. But she's been going to work every day with a fucked up fence, and the dogs just, they go out. And we go, okay, we found your pup, right? She goes, oh, thank God, and she posted a photo first before we responded. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's her dog, right?
Yeah.
So we say, yeah, we found your dog, right? She says, oh, okay, cool. Well, I just went to work. I work in Rockland, which is like 45 minutes away from where I live. And she says the earliest she can get out is 3. And I'm like, okay, cool. My roommate's all, if my dog escaped for the 3rd time, because all of them are gone now, the 3rd time, I find one of these puppies, the other 2 are at large, right?
Yeah.
She obviously doesn't give 2 shits about these dogs.
I mean, I don't like talking crap about owners because I don't know all their situations.
Yeah.
But I've been in your situation where there was like this Great Dane named, oh God, was it Clifford?
Okay.
I mean, but anyway, it was a Great
Good
Dane.
name for a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Good name.
When I still had Bandit, my Chihuahua, we were walking, and he rolled up on us like a ninja because did not even hear him coming.
Okay.
And he was just walking next to us. And I looked, and I was like, whose dog is this? Didn't have a collar, didn't have anything. So I had to, like, convince him to come with me because he just ran wherever he wanted. And I ended up putting him in our backyard because I didn't want him to get loose. So I took a picture of him and started walking around the neighborhood to see if anyone recognized him. Went on the neighborhood app to say, hey, does anyone know this dog? And they tell me who it is, and the owner ends up texting me. She's like the same situation. She's at work. She can't be there because she lives in this city. And then she tells me my daughter should be watching him. Where is my daughter? I'm like, I don't know where your daughter is.
Okay.
Eventually, because I even figured out what house the dog came from because someone said, oh, that's so-and-so's house. They live here. I knocked on their door. Door's wide open. Like, no shit, this dog got out. Because apparently the daughter went to the park for some barbecue to get drinks. What? I don't know. I don't
left the
care.
door open like a fucking moron?
Yeah. And this dog ran out. And I was like, oh. And everyone I knew was like, why would they let that happen? And also,
because the daughter's an idiot.
They strongly suggested I just keep the dog. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I know the situation you're in where it's like, dudes, why would you... Dude.
My roommate who works remote... Because
you don't know who you are. You could easily just take that dog. Like,
yeah. My roommate who works remotely, she's like, can you look for these other dogs? And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'll have her watch the baby, and I just scour the neighborhood. I'm looking for any older dog that looks like this puppy.
Yeah.
Or any other twin
any
husky that I can find.
Like
nothing, nowhere.
Aww.
I went all around our neighborhood. I went a block or 2 over, and the truth is, her house is across a really busy ass street.
Oh.
And I think, oh fuck no, you got these dogs. This little one had to cross that fucking street to come here. No fucking way. I would lose my mind if that was my dog, right? So I'm chilling with this pup. It's my day off. I just say fuck it. I'm gonna be here with for this little pup. We feed her. She eats. She's a husky, so she's always thirsty in 100-degree weather. But the house is cool, so she's chilling in the house. She just likes to crawl all over me, kiss my nose, that sort of thing. She's being a puppy. I'm like, yay, that's good, right? 3 o'clock rolls around. She doesn't show up. 4 o'clock rolls around. She finally gets to the house. Because Rockland from to Sacramento, traffic is a bitch. And I'm like, all right, cool, I get it, right? I got the feeling that the dog didn't want to go with the lady. And I'm like, well, look. I also get the feeling that this lady is selling these pups.
Ugh.
which
I
I'm
mean,
like, okay, all right. And that pup was real chill. That pup was the chillest husky I've ever seen, because huskies are usually high energy
yeah,
and they want to be everywhere. You have to play with fetch, tug of war, whatever. No, this one was like, just pet me, love me. I'm
yeah.
gonna lie down here and you can pet me while I sleep. And I'm like, there you go. And I have photos. I would love maybe I'll splice a photo in, or some photos in, to the video
Yeah, like here's the dog.
when I
Here.
edit it, when you see
Yeah.
this next week,
Okay.
ESRCadians. But I instantly fell in love with this dog, and it sucked to give the dog away. The whole day today, I'm like, I'm missing this pup.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'd
like,
be pissed. Anyway.
yeah. But I walked early this morning, and I'm like, if I find that fucking dog, I'm not saying shit.
No.
We are not saying shit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I can't keep a dog. I can't keep a dog, to be honest. But there isn't. I know people that would love this dog, and this dog would be very thrilled to go with these people. There's one of my other roommates, like, my niece would kill for this dog, and I'm like, yep. That's number one. That's where she would go. And then he was finding places where this dog could go if nobody claimed the dog, but somebody claimed the dog on Nextdoor app or whatever. I forget that app name. But I'm like, all right, man. Clearly it's her dog. She posted the photo of the dog before we did. And we responded, yeah, we found your dog. As far as I know, because when she showed up, and I'm like, so where are your other dogs? She was just like happy to get the pup and didn't say anything. But I'm like, so where are your other dogs? I had to talk to her, but like, where are your other dogs? And she went, oh, yeah, then mom showed up, but we can't find that puppy, the other pup. And I go, So she's hoping that somebody's going to claim the dog, because apparently the story is the mom's chipped. The puppy that is currently lost that I know of is also chipped, but the one we found, not chipped. So had we not said anything, we could have claimed the pup.
Like, no, it's your dog. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wasn't going to do that. So
You're being a good person.
yeah, if I find that dog again,
I'm like, no. You good one time. You're good
I'm
one
going to
time.
be, you get that one.
I'd be like, shit, you're a better person than I, because I would have went.
Well, here's the thing.
I would have my dog forever.
I would have tried to see if I was about to leave the house with the dog to go to the SPCA to see if she was chipped. Because if she wasn't chipped,
You're gonna like, this is my dog now?
I don't know. No. But to find out that this is the third time these dogs got out, and I'm like,
That's
lady,
terrible. That is I don't like not good pet owners. That's the word. Like, dude, because the pets, they're doing what they're doing. They have a lot of times, like in this case, they got out because they want to move out or they want to do something, and you're not doing your due diligence to keep them safe. It's terrible.
It's fucking terrible. I was like, man, lady.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, my roommates were like, all of the same ideas. Like, we find that dog again. That dog is ours.
Yeah.
We will find that dog a home. Period.
Yeah.
So yeah, that be that. That is my week, and also, I am doing therapy.
Okay.
For the first
thank you for
time.
sharing that.
Thanks. I'm not doing well in it, honestly. I have to.
I mean,
online therapy,
thing
which was good, but like I have to keep setting up the appointments, and I was gonna do that on my day off, but it's like, hey, we don't have internet until just now, so I have to set my appointment up for next week. And yeah, so I'll have to do that.
Well, you got do what you do, man. You got, as long as you're doing it, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
well, let's get
real quick. I did do a job interview for this one job I'm like hopeful for, and I'm like, yo, job interview. But when I got there, I was dressed all in the nines, ready to go for an interview. Like, no, it's a drug test. So it's like, I got all dolled up for a damn drug test.
You didn't say nothing? That's messed up.
But the lady's like, I appreciate that. That's really dope. You want to talk to the recruiter about the job? You can.
Why?
It could be a little mock interview, and I'm like,
Hold on.
yeah, okay,
Like,
I
don't
appreciate
get.
that.
They want to give you a drug test before you do the interview.
Apparently, I did the interview over the phone, and that was enough.
Okay.
Which
well
is
then-
kind of like that sounds like a red flag to me. Don't you think
Oh,
that sounds like a red flag?
I mean, unless it's one hell of an interview, but traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be suspect of that position if they're gonna take you sight unseen.
Yeah, it's contract. I said last week or the 2 weeks ago. It's a contract gig.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just trying to fill it, and they don't give a fuck.
Maybe. Yeah, it's also true. Also true.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's it. That's it. I promise.
Okay.
Let's get into the news.
All right. So a terrible thing happened earlier this month, where
Oh boy, this.
the former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was assassinated, which was terrible. It's like any time something like this happens, it's not great. The other downside of this, obviously, besides someone getting killed, was that the news outlets sent out a photo of the assassin, who they know they caught that guy, and they put a picture of Hideo Kojima. Granted, Arcadians
Why did they do this?
This is the photo they use because he has that Russian style hat, and I actually think it's he's got like a soccer shirt on. Anyway, this is gonna be really short, but it's the idea that they said he did it, and then it went on and went out there, and then he immediately got taken down because they realized, oh, wrong guy. Sorry, just kidding.
Oh, hey, can you put up our faces? Because I don't see our faces for the recording. Sorry.
I don't know what you mean because I'm seeing our face. It's on our side.
Not me. Oh, that's so goddamn you, Zoom. Zoom's so weird.
Well, I don't know, dude. Because I'm gonna tell you this. You should have an option where you can click on the other side of your corner. It should say View. Look at the right corner, Shawn.
Mute. Show
right
grid. Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you see now?
Swap.
Yeah, show grid. Why don't you click on that?
Yeah. Oh, I see our faces, but the recording's not going to see our faces.
Oh,
The OBS won't.
I don't know what to tell you then, man. I
God
feel like
damn it.
that's how you gotta deal with that.
Okay, fine. We'll work on that. Technical difficulties.
Also, technically, you don't need to. Anyway, Shawn, that's the things you can talk about offline.
Mm-hmm.
Offline.
Got it.
Anyway, so Hideo Kojima was called out for being an assassin, which I find funny because he did create a game where a guy did all that stuff, kill stuff, but it has nothing to do with this. It's yeah. So they apparently they apologized, and also furthermore, I guess the follow up to this is that I guess Hideo Kojima announced about how disappointed he is that this occurred, that people are reporting things without actual confirmation, and that he may be seeking legal action. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, do that, you dummies. What's wrong with you guys? Why would you? Didn't even say anything. You're like, no one bothered to check who it was. Like, there's actual footage of the guy they got too. It's like, dude, you found this guy.
Yeah.
Like they got it right away. They're like, yeah, not him. That's not him.
I don't know what the deal with that is. I have no clue. I think it was a lot of course, like when I was reading this, I did read this article that I guess one internet troll said something and it turned into a thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the guy looks like Hideo Kojima. And I'm like, clearly this isn't Hideo Kojima. And of course, the internet did a thing on accident. And of course, someone in the Ukraine or wherever in hard Europe thinks, oh, the internet says this is true. Hideo Kojima is an assassin.
Yeah, the article basically says the guy who apologized, who broke the news that this is about. His name is it's like Ria, Rieu. He apologized, saying, "I naively took a joke for information. I didn't think we could make humor about the assassination of a man, but I was wrong not to check before sharing. My apologies to Hideo Kojima and Metal Gear fans." I'm like, bro, you should check, especially when there's like information that's coming. I get it. The whole thing is about with news. It's about who breaks the story first, about getting it out there as quickly as you can. But for shit like this, you want to get it right. But yeah, so I know Hideo Kojima. He's talked about saying that we don't tolerate such libel and will be considering taking legal actions in some cases. And I'm like,
I want to say, yeah, good.
go for it, dude. I'm like, yeah, do
Good.
do it. Because the fact, I mean, it's like, all you had to do was do a search, like, who did it? I'm like, oh, there he is. Not follow some tweet that someone made. It's like, look up who they actually got it.
I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't. You know what? They deserve to be sued. They deserve to be sued.
I mean, I feel like it's not wrong, just to maybe teach them a lesson.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if you should be a large amount of money, but enough to where you're like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Look, okay. We do report the news.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kinda. I mean, like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what? If we're not, we
I mean,
try
it is
to be
news.
accurate. I mean, I fuck up every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. And you point that out, and I wish we had a way to the Arcadians be like, nah, you fucked that up, Shawn, and go, oh, goddamn, I did, and then look at like, what did I did that the other, what was it, like, one of the other shows, I was like, no, you just read it was Johnny Depp and how they were taking things out of Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. It had, they mentioned Johnny Depp, but what they did was not about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. And fuck. Just oops, that was on me. But
Yeah.
for this, I mean, you report the news like professionally. You're paid for this.
Yeah.
What we do here at ESRCade, we do for fun, so I don't really worry about like being incredibly accurate. We try.
I mean, I care about giving as accurate information as we can, but the news that we talk about generally is meant to be fun stuff.
Yeah.
I just bring up some things we're like, what the hell, guys? What the hell, bros?
I don't know, man. I really don't. So
Part of me was wondering whether or not this was like just some marketing ploy for Hideo Kojima's like next project.
yeah, but he's not doing anything Metal
But he's
Gear.
not. But he isn't. But I know he's not doing anything Metal Gear. But what if it's like, oh yeah, what if this is just the announcement?
As far as we know, he's doing another oh my god, Death Stranding. There's a sequel to Death Stranding that he's working on, that Norman Reedus was just like, yo, Death Stranding 2, it's gonna be great, whoop, and everyone, including Hideo Kojima, was like, god damn it, Norman, can you shut up for like 5 minutes? We didn't want people to know. But he's not going to be too mad at Norman Reedus because that's his boy. But he's like, man,
they're buds now.
Serious finger wag. Stop it. Right? And I think he's also consulting for something else. Like, kind of like maybe like a Silent Hills thing or something, but it's not for Konami.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's doing. I don't know.
I mean, now what he's gonna be doing is, suing someone.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's happening.
They're gonna do that.
That is definitely happening.
Doing that.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was like meant to be a short one. So I was like, what the hell, guys? What the hell? One here I saw, and I was like, holy shit, that's dope.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, we're on Variety.com, and it's been announced by the ESA that they are going to be partnering with the group, the group that was it Reed Pop, who puts on shows like PAX and New York Comic Con and the Star Wars Celebration. These are, these people know how to put on events. These are actually events that are happening now, and I imagine the ESA. This is the thing they need to do, which we've talked about how could they come back? It's like, well, they need to find someone that can help them find a way to get back out there.
For E3, yes.
E3, and I'm hopeful and excited about what this is. Now I don't know what this means, whether or not it's still going to be an industry event or whether or not they're going to have it wide open to the public. Will it be a consumer event, or is it strictly just just industry stuff? So that meaning that, like, because for people who don't know, E3, that's where all these game companies, the last, 3 or 4, ever since video games have been a thing, it's been an event for the publishers and developers to talk to the press and whatnot. Obviously, things have now changed where that's not necessary, but
not anymore.
There is something to be said about E3 as far as the event goes, just because that's when, big announcements happen. There's that E3 announcement for everything, even in the era where everything happens as far as the like just putting out a newsletter, a tweet, or having your newsletter go out for that. I feel like there is a hole left behind by this, and other events have tried it, like was it the Game Fest and with the VGAs, they try and do something like that, but I feel like the having this be done by the PAX team, or the team that does the PAX, that could be what they go with, because PAX is not only is it an industry event where companies can show off the games, talk to panels, talk to the fans directly, you can meet the developers. They also have, the show floor also is a place where you can find someone selling merchandise or like accessories for whatever console or whatever. It's a big show where fans can go in there, buy some stuff, meet people that are like that, and maybe they'll do that. I'm actually excited. I'm wondering if they're gonna have because PAX, for people who have never been, at least in Seattle, they have a gaming floor where it's literally just where it's literally just an area with beanbags and chairs. People just hang out and play whatever handheld they got.
Oh,
so, and I've totally done that.
It is a nerd. PAX is a nerd mecca. It always is. They have tabletop games going. They got console games going. There's a LAN for PC games, and then there's like on the expo, like exhibition hall. Which, I mean, it's an exhibition hall, yeah. So companies will start putting their stuff out there, right? Nothing to buy necessarily. There are spots for that. But Capcom can do a booth. Ubisoft can do a booth. Nintendo, whoever. Yeah, and this place, one day I would love to go to a PAX. It's not what it is right now for me to do that.
To like 6 of them.
I know you have.
I've been to PAX East. Well, it's called Boston then. And then PAX Prime, whatever there was in Seattle. Whatever their name is now. No, the article reading is on Variety.com. This is from the ESA representative said, "We are thrilled to bring back E3 as an in-person event with Reed Pop, a global leader in producing pop culture events." It was Stanley Pierre Lewis, president and CEO of the ESA, said in a statement, and I quote, the past 3 years have confirmed that E3 convenes our industry like no other event," which is, I think it's true. It's like, it's nice to have that big spectacle around, like I said. The article ends with, "In 2019, the last time E3 was held in person, the convention drew 66,100 attendees, according to the ESA. That's actually pretty big considering it's not the easiest thing to get into.
No.
I mean, I get, because of what it's meant for, it's not meant necessarily for the public. Although they do have a public day. They've been trying to work that in there. And I think if they do open it to the public more, it'll just be a big event. And hopefully it still keeps that, the core soul of it, also trying to, obviously you want to advertise your games and have that in-person, build that hype train.
But make sure you do online as well.
Well, obviously, yeah.
They were doing it before, and it was like, it was fine. It was like, hey, this day is going to be this, and this day is going to be that. Do that. I won't say that you're not behind the ball right now, because there's other shows that have been doing it better and more entertaining, but I mean, to be honest, that kind of depends on what is being showed, Yeah. So it's like right now you're competing against the Video Game Awards with Scott, or is Scott Keeley? Yeah. Wait, Keeley? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
God, is his name Scott? Oh my God.
I don't think his name is Scott.
Oh fuck. Jeff Keeley.
Jeff Keeley. I was like, isn't it Jeff?
I'm just whatever. I just make up random first names. I just remember the last
white
name.
Boy names.
Random white guy. People. We all look the same. Fuck it, right? I don't. Whatever. Scott, it's Jeff, Adam,
Shawn,
Shawn
Keeley.
Whatever. Fuck it. He's my neighbor.
He's your neighbor. That's your cousin. So
that's my cousin. Like on my mother's side, 3 times removed. Whatever. I don't. Fuck it. Who cares? But
But yeah, there are other companies that do it better, or other shows that have done it better. And obviously, the ones that that they partnered with are the ones who are doing it. So
Yeah, and honestly, and it's not like the companies themselves aren't also doing it better, because Nintendo has Treehouses. There's State of Plays. It's just Microsoft's got their shit too.
Sony's is okay. It's not the
no. It's Nintendo's kicking their ass, but I mean, it doesn't take much.
No.
Until like Sony like reveals something really fucking good, like, oh shit, what's this Final Fantasy VII remake thing going on right here?
Yeah.
Then that state of play kicks ass. See here, that's the thing. You need E3 to have like those exclusive reveals. You need to make deals on that, right? So if you hear like, oh, for instance, if I gotta think, for example, if Capcom wasn't so cool with Sony, because I mean, I guess they're still third party, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to reveal Street Fighter 6, E3 can go, hey, let me wet the whistle a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right? So we can reveal it here at E3 instead of, on the Sony State of Play or
Have
the
it on
Tokyo
the
Game
E3
Show.
show floor with
that,
Let's say Justin Wong. Justin Wong will be like, "Hey guys, check it out! I'm
Exactly.
on the E3 for Capcom Street Fighter 6, yo."
Yeah. Same thing with Square. If it's like, hey, it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You don't have to go to State of Play or Microsoft to
E3. We got it here.
reveal that. Yeah. E3. We got start making deals like that.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're working on that now.
Like work that out. Hopefully it works out for you. And hopefully, like, hate to say it, but you are kind of behind the 8 ball here.
Yeah.
And if you have to work it out somehow, maybe wet the whistle of some developers to do that, so they can get a better, like, maybe budget for
get them like some better real estate on your show floor
on the
for
show
lesser
floor
price.
or whatever.
Help them give them some kickback on the
budget
fancy
for the
decorations.
project or future projects or future reveals or whatever. If you can get them the main stage or whatever it takes, I mean, work out some sort of deal. Because PAX has these announcements, but that's kind of not what they're really for.
No, I mean they're there for that, but it's not as a. It is instead of it being a hype train, it's the hey, isn't this cool?
Yeah, isn't this cool? Everyone's here. We're playing video games. It's awesome.
Check it out. We got this here. Isn't this really rad here?
Yeah, that. And that's all around the country and in Australia.
So, yeah.
Done. So yeah. I would say
it all works out. I mean,
do that. Do that. You're gonna have to go up against Shawn Keeley, and honestly, that guy, he's ahead of you, and I think you know this, and he used to work with you guys. You're going to have to show him up.
I mean, what if they just asked him, hey, man, you can help us out with this? What if that happened?
I don't know if he will, because he's like, no, I got my own shit. Fuck off.
Yeah, well, maybe.
So, I say, just do something. You're gonna have to get out of this hold, because honestly,
it's been 3 years.
Yeah, you've been gone a while, and I love to see an E3 back, because E3 is like the flag on the ground. Like this is when video game news is coming out, and the whole industry used to do that, and now that's not necessarily the case anymore, because they can immediately put shit out and have it be cheaper.
Yeah, although I will say the impact of the announcement isn't as big anymore to me, like because they're not doing it at this event. It's like, is
that like a boomer thing? I don't know. I gotta think about that. I have no idea.
It's like, look, I read it. I'm like, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I see it's here on my screen instead of the hey, here's a launch video, E3 exclusive. Like, oh shit, check it out. Oh, what are you doing?
I know. I'm trying to work on my lighting, because it's like beaming right fucking here. All right, let's do that. Maybe. Okay, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
That's
the next
worse.
story I want to go on to here. I'm just gonna go on to the next story then while you figure that out.
Yeah, figure my lighting out. What the hell?
All right.
Cool.
So there is the CEO of Unity. Unity is, for people who don't know out there, is a software engine. It's very easy to use. You can, kids can learn Unity classes on how to build a thing, and it's used for a lot of different stuff.
I'd rather use Unreal, but okay.
It's pretty dope. The CEO of it, who's also the former boss of EA, his name is John Riccatello. once I read that one line, I heard this. I'm like, of course he said those things. He was in an interview. I'm on GameSpot.com, and during an interview with Podcast Gamer, or sorry, podcast PocketGamer.biz.
Okay.
The article goes on to say, the CEO discussed the announcement that Unity and IronSource should be would be merging, while also touching on the criticism both companies have received regarding the inclusion of monetization during our development. For people who don't know, IronSource, they deal in basically, like microtransactions, monetizing games in whatever various ways. Obviously, since he has a background in EA, who right now is like the king of like loot boxing and microtransactions and games that surface, it's like, ugh, God, you're so bad.
Stick it to you.
His comment basically was, Ferrari and some of the other high-end manufacturers will still use clay and carving knives. It's a very small portion of the gaming industry that works that way, and some of these people are my favorite people in the world to fight with. They are the most beautiful and pure, brilliant people. They're also the biggest fucking idiots. Meaning that he says, or basically he's saying that if you're not taking monetization into consideration during the creative process, you're a fucking idiot.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? And that obviously that didn't go well because microtransactions in some cases works out, but as a whole in the gaming industry, at least in the mainstream, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it really does not. And I'm one of those people who are like, listen, if it's a thing that will enhance my gameplay, like I'm for DLC as long as it serves a purpose. But also if it's like character skins or anything that doesn't do anything, if it's cheap, I don't care. If you're charging me like fucking $40 for a costume pack for 3 characters,
you can bite my ass.
I'm like not interested.
Yeah.
So basically, there's people out there who did not agree. One of those comments came from Twitter, basically saying,
"No, Twitter."
Yeah, he says, "I strongly disagree with him. What the scumbag doesn't realize is that some people simply enjoy making games for fun, or to educate, or to share a thought, idea, or experience. Those creators and games are absolutely valid, and their process should not be condemned." Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Like, basically, he went on, like, he got called out hard. Good. And basically had to do an apology explaining that he basically says it was taken out of context.
Was it now?
And I'm like, dude, you said it in an interview. They didn't.
Though?
Yeah. He says, he tweeted out his apology and sent the words that were taken out of context, adding that he was deeply sorry if what he said offended any game dev. A subsequent more in-depth apology followed that, which attempted to further explain what he meant. I'm like, no, there's nothing you could say about that. Like, I get it. I get that it is a smart thing for you to do because Unity.
All right, 1 second, dude. Give me a minute.
Oh, yeah, sure. What you doing? Oh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Shawn's got to do a thing. But yeah, I have to say, Arcadians, I'm not against microtransactions in a game as long as it makes sense. If you're doing a pay-to-win model, I mean, I'm looking at you, Diablo Immortal, and Blizzard. You made a game where I think the calculations is you have to spend like $100,000 to max out your character. What kind of shit is that? That's crazy to me. And I get it. Again, it's like I come from the arcades. You plunk in a quarter. They want you to put in more quarters. That it's just a quarter though. When it gets to be insane amounts of money, especially when they tell you you don't have to stop. It's pretty crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, Arcadians. What do you guys think? Do you think that they're being a little too harsh? Was John Riccitiello out of line, or was he on the nose? Should he be given another chance? I don't know. I mean, I already know that he's got he's not necessarily gonna get a pass from me, but I'm also not surprised by his comment. It's not a surprising thing to hear when the guy who came from EA is working for a company trying to work on making more game models like what EA does. And other companies. EA is not the only one who does these things. Obviously, the mobile space has that all over the place. But yeah, trying to figure out where to make that money. Oh, look at that. You got a load on a stick? Put it down, Shawn. Put the corn down.
I don't have a hand free.
I know. That's why he said put the corn down.
It's an elote.
I know.
My
on a
roommates
stick.
were like, please, for the love of God, you need to be here. I'm like, all right, I gotta put it down. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like, you can put it down, dude.
I'm gonna. I've never had elote before. I'll be honest.
What? Wait,
No, for
you
real.
never had corn on a stick?
Well, on a stick, yeah, but like,
Okay, I'm
this
saying-
is like elote. That's like.
No, I know. It's corn on a stick.
I feel like it's more than that.
No, I know, but that's literally what it means, dude. It's corn.
Oh.
And it's on a stick. I
Okay.
like elote con vaso, which is corn in a cup, and that's super awesome.
Okay.
You've never had that? I'm surprised, Sean. I'm
Nope.
surprised.
Yeah, I am too. I'm a Bay Area native. I'm from Fruitvale, Oakland, and I've never had it. No, I have not. Yeah. But I'm gonna have it in a minute. So yeah. We're still talking about Unity guy eating his own asshole.
I actually just ended it. Unless you got some comments on it, I've already said my piece.
Oh, yeah. So of course he's going to be a soulless bastard and be like, you need to think about DLC in all of your games so you can
It's not even-
break
I would
those
say that it's
people
not
and get
DLC,
that money.
microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
You
Sorry.
have to think about microtransactions.
Which I gotta be fair. I'd say he's only half right.
Yeah.
Some games could benefit from microtransactions, others can't. My problem with microtransactions is pay to win bullshit.
Well, yeah.
And sure, those people that aren't as good at a particular game will be like, well, if I can just put $50 in for this and I can just be instantly better at whatever game, then I'm gonna do that and fuck the guys that actually have skill. I'm gonna cheat as hard as I fucking can, and you will get those that situation with particular games. And if particular games do that, they're not exactly the greatest games, are they? So if I can buy my way, buy better loot, or I think it's just loot, because you see this
It's
a
usually
lot
the
in
loot
like
stuff. It's like getting the weapons, the
Yeah.
whatever accessory.
yeah,
in,
Destiny
like,
or
EA's
whatnot.
Like
or,
when they are in like in the game formerly known as FIFA, it's the whatever
Yeah.
player card.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, I got unlocked this one player. I'm like, damn, it's hella money. But
that's hella money, and it's like,
and it's
this
random,
month,
and it's a
right?
random,
And it's
selection.
random.
You're like,
Yeah, which is basically gambling. Ooh, that's a story I didn't put on the fucking our shit. Damn it. Oh well. But of course he's gonna think that he came from EA and he was
Yeah.
okay with this sort of thing in EA, and then I guess they got rid of him. And that's a thing. It's like you had the right mindset in EA and they got rid of you for some reason. Were you too much of a monster to survive at EA?
yeah,
So you have to be the devil himself, but whatever, regardless.
Yeah.
Some games can benefit from DLC, others can't. I think if you do, like, if Street Fighter 6 is like, hey, new skins, new season characters, cool, fine, whatever. If I'm paying money to get, like, a whole, if I'm unlocking all of Street Fighter 3's roster for Street Fighter 6, I'm fine with that. If I'm buying colors for that roster, like hey, Elena's color 1 through 6, whatever,
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine with that, right?
yeah.
For
If
that,
it's
like that
cosmetic
whole
shit.
thing. If it's
Cosmetic
cosmetic
shit.
only,
Yeah.
cosmetic only, right?
Yeah, cosmetic or extra content. Like
extra
not-
content.
yeah,
If I'm buying more for, I hate to say it, like even then I think is a little much. If I'm buying like for a little more to unlock the gallery, that might be
Oh,
a
no.
little much for
well, not
me.
even gallery. Like I'm talking about, like, oh, you get a whole new, like it's a whole new play level. It's a whole new, and I'm not even talking about from fighting games. Just like, you know, like how they did for Breath of the Wild. Like, oh, you get a whole new. They have a whole new adventure, more quests
Yeah.
to add on to the many hours of this game already. You're like, oh yeah, you want 20 more hours? Here you go.
In the defense of that, it was just a horde mode.
Yeah,
A
and that's fine.
very strategic horde mode. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay. All right.
And it was great.
Play the
Fine.
game a little differently, make it a little harder.
Yeah.
For the people that can beat the living hell out of that game over their knee, then fine. You don't have to put money into that, but whatever. But if it's pay to win and I'm on playing it like Street Fighter or something, it's like, oh, I don't now cross-ups don't work against me, or
no, or
lows never work against me.
They put a level system in Street
Yeah.
Fighter, so now you have you can get a stronger version of, of Blanca. You're like, oh.
Online, yeah.
You're like,
No.
I don't like that.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. So that guy can go to hell. As for him taking back his comments, bullshit. You meant that. You absolutely meant that.
You meant it.
You meant that from the bottom of your heart. You said that from your fucking chest, asshole. Don't back down from that. Don't be a little pansy ass.
Own up to it and be like, listen, I said it, and I meant it.
Yeah, I said it. What?
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I'd say he's only half true. That's only, I can feel him halfway to that. Yeah. If you are thinking about games and you want to put it out and be like even for Shovel Knight or something, where it's like, hey, cool, we put out Shovel Knight and everyone loves Shovel Knight, but it's like, hey, now we can put out extra levels and you just pay a little more money for extra levels. Yeah, that's technically DLC. Is it a loot box? No.
That is monetization.
That is monetization. I don't think he said specifically loot boxes.
No.
If he said loot boxes for every fucking game that comes out, no.
But he had to know where he came from and how it would come off for him to say it.
Yeah.
And how he said it. You're like, dude.
Nah.
Dude.
That shit came off his chest.
He's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, now you back down? Fuck you.
No. He said, this is the way. Money time.
Yeah, money time. And then just... damn it. I have my $1 million belt loose, and I should grab it. But, no, I already interrupted the podcast for my shit. Sorry. He... Fuck off. Next story.
Okay. Well, this one, just because I don't know if you've heard this yet.
Okay.
So, for reals, Vince McMahon apparently is no longer going to be working at WWE because he may actually face charges for things. Don't know exactly how that's going to work out for him.
I did not hear this. This was not on the list. But
no.
I would love to hear this.
But yes. No, he's apparently more things have gone out where there's more women who are coming through. It's not just the one thing.
No shit.
Yeah, it's a lot more. Yeah. Like this article
Vince
actually
McMahon is a womanizing asshole? How about this shit?
He apparently has, apparently this article is about him actually announcing the retirement. And, But yeah, so apparently he is retiring from WWE as a whole. I'm assuming to avoid potential fallout from the allegations against him.
So they don't fire him out of a cannon, yeah.
Several women, and yeah, it's a lot. It's like, oh shit. And I was like, when I heard this, I'm like, do they mean like he's gonna no longer be an officer on the board? Like, no. Like he's gotta bounce out. Like bounce out of the company. Like he's gotta go. He has to leave or more things may happen to him.
Well,
like,
see,
damn.
What we do know is that he still has shares. He has the majority of the shares. He could still say, or he still has creative control over shit.
Actually, no, he doesn't. No.
Well, okay, explain. All right, explain where this is in the article, because as
see,
far as I know, he still has shares.
Constantly because of the 80 years old. Yeah, he's paid $12 million in hush money to suppress allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity. Let's see. Oh, Netflix was supposed to do a documentary on him.
As far as I still know, that's happening.
No, it's not. It's done. It's gone. They're not doing it anymore. Netflix said, nope, never mind. But yeah, see, where is it that says that he's going to be taking over? Dark Side of the Ring, where is it? I know, is it this one or a different article?
Because Stephanie can still technically listen to her dad.
Oh, okay, so yeah, Stephanie McMahon, she actually will be, she's currently the interim chairwoman and CEO of the company, and her husband, Triple H, will resume as executive position as the executive vice president of talent relations because John Laurinaitis was also taken down.
He would have been the first to go.
I was like, dang.
Him to go first and then Vince.
But yeah, so.
Because John Laurinaitis, he's up there, but he doesn't have like actual shares in the company. So, like, he can be fired. Fuck yeah, he can be fired. Vince, the board had to have said, look, dude, we can't have this shit. I don't care how much shit you have over the board. Like, you can't keep doing this shit over and over again. Like, you just fucking can't. It's fucking up with our money, and you gotta be honest, you're a shareholder, it's fucking your money, and you might not care because you're actually fucking your money and throwing money towards bitches. But really, like, it's fucking our money and it's fucking your money.
Yeah.
Do you really want to be fucking your money? Really? Do you want to do that to yourself? And
All right. Well, yeah, the article says, he's extremely confident in the continued success of WWE, and I leave our company in the capable hand. Yep, he's leaving. I'm like, dang. I'm like, realistically, I never thought
end of an era
that
then.
it would end this way. At the same time, there's no other way it could have gone down.
I want to say remains to be seen.
I'm like,
let's see what happens, because
if he's gone,
because the board would like legally, right? The board would have to give him money to relinquish those shares.
Oh no,
unless he's
really
relinquishing those shares.
I mean, he'll be a shareholder, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
But he still would have creative control, right? He's a shareholder.
No, shareholder doesn't mean you have creative control. That just means you put money into the company. Creative control is like that's like saying the writers of a TV show are shareholders. They're not.
But they work for the show and they're writing for it. They don't actually have money in NBC or anything. Like no. Or
yeah,
NBC
that's
whatever.
what I'm sorry, Shawn. What do you think a shareholder is?
A shareholder is somebody that is financially backing a thing or a company.
Yes.
For them to monetarily gain in the company because they have enough shares in the company.
Okay.
Now, that
doesn't necessarily mean you have creative control over what happens in the company.
You probably like, hey, who's this guy doing this? Like, why are we running this guy? When we can make 10 more percent of money if this guy's the champion, or if we write it like this, that sort of thing. That's why I think he has a lot of control in WWE. If he still has those shares, I think he still has a bit of creative control because he owns 51% of the fucking company. Now, if he was forced to give up those shares, or at least enough of it to be like, Vince, why don't you just retire and just fucking live off the money we're going to be making when we do better for the WWE? If he does that and quietly goes out into the night and just makes money on straight retirement and just those shares, he can fucking do that. If not, I mean, it depends on his ego, and it depends on just how he's feeling, I guess, just how he's feeling. So, I mean, I don't know. But if they booted him from CEO, and like, there's no more CEO, no more creative control, like on paper, like on the books, you have creative control, then cool, awesome. Now, on paper, he doesn't have creative control, but he has a lot of those shares.
I mean, I feel like that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That just means he benefits. When you're a shareholder, you benefit financially from the gains of the company.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean, just because you're a shareholder doesn't mean you know what's right. That just means that you gain money when things go right for it. Now, I could be wrong where he could still be running things, but I feel like it's really tough to want to have a guy who...
Oh, God, yes.
Involved in such things to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to still keep this going. I'm like, dude. But yeah. I'm like, damn, man.
Vince, can't you just cheat on your own wife somewhere else?
Technically he was, and I'm wondering now whether or not
dip your quill into company ink.
I don't know. You couldn't find just some some girl at the near the Titantron and be like, all right,
Piggly Wiggly, whatever. Yeah. You don't know, not the Titantron. Yeah. We employ those people. No.
You messed yourself up now.
Can you like somewhere else, like in GE or Ford or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I mean, again, it's gonna be weird to find out things because I'm wondering because this can't be the end of it. I have to imagine more stuff's gonna get out. It's gonna be like, yep, yeah. There's gonna be video that gets released. It's gonna.
I don't want to see a sex tape.
No,
of Vince McMahon.
I'm just. I keep thinking about like when that whole story arc during the Raw's War era or the Attitude era when he he was messing with it wasn't
Mae
Kelly
Young?
Kelly. Tori. No, it was Tori.
Oh.
Oh, and he wanted to show him the big cojones or whatever. He turned around and it was Linda McMahon with the sledgehammer. You're like, okay, I feel like it's gonna be something like that, except it's a thing he's into, and you're like, ew. But yeah, I wanted to share. It's like, oh shit, look at that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Though, to be fair,
Although,
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Vince McMahon sex tape out there somewhere.
I mean, at the
I
very
wouldn't be
least,
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised that he had one of his cronies from Raw who does those fast edits, like edit it for him so you can just watch it over and over again.
I wouldn't be surprised he's
the pyros in the back.
Yeah, there's pyro in the back. His entrance music plays and everything while he's on the sex tape and everything. Wouldn't surprise me. It'd be hilarious. I wouldn't want to watch it.
That's
Yeah.
what you got.
And his oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go into any more description than that because
he has
fuck
a
it.
bald cap to make him look like Stone Cold. Or do you think he tries to make himself look like Hulk Hogan? The long hair.
I think because he's very egotistical and
He's gonna go
he'll be Vince
or he just comes out
McMahon.
as himself.
He'll be Vince McMahon, but then he's in the middle of thing, and then John Laurinaitis' music intro comes out, and it's like oh no, it's
it's
here
a tag
comes
team.
No, not even a tag team. It's just like outside interference, I said I wasn't gonna go into detail. Fuck. Oh god damn it.
Okay, all right, Arcadians. I apologize for that. We're gonna. I'm not gonna segue well into this. So right now, as of this week when we're recording, Comic-Con 2022 is happening. If people don't know, San Diego Comic-Con is a very large pop culture event that happens in the summer
not there.
for a whole week. Well, from Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
San
As
Diego,
we're recording
downtown
this
San
right
Diego.
now.
As we're recording this, July 22nd is actually the second day of Comic-Con. San Diego, it's downtown, turns into like this big spectacle of a place where any type of fandom you are into, it's probably going to be there. The show floor is it's a packed convention. I've been there myself many years. I've seen it from like 150,000 to 350 to like I think it's 500,000 people have been in that show. And there's a lot of fun things happening there. I actually haven't looked at this. All I looked
let's
at
go
was
into the announcements for this.
San Diego Comic-Con, everything announced so far. But they
Okay, so far.
Mind you, this is day 2. So we got Lego announces 3 new Avatar sets,
Neat.
which, we're on IGN.com. It actually looks pretty dope. And it also reminded me, oh yeah, there's a new Avatar coming out. I
Yeah,
totally forgot
and
about
it's
that.
like, oh, Avatar sets. Oh, Aang and Korra aren't in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, all right, never mind.
All right, the
That
next thing, I'm
Avatar.
rolling out here. Now, this picture is not great because it is showing Hugh Grant in there, which is not terrible. But, actually, I'm back out of this. They announced a new Dungeons and Dragons Honor
trailer.
Among Thieves.
Have you
which
seen it?
I saw the trailer, and I immediately, when I first heard that, I'm like, oh, like that old movie with Jeremy Irons and Marlon Wayans?
Yes,
Kids?
like
There's
that one.
one of those.
But we're going to do it better.
Yeah, and this trailer, I watched it. I'm like, you know what? This looks really fun. It's got Chris Pine in it. Got Ricky John Page. It's got
Michelle
a lot
Rodriguez
of people.
is in it.
Yeah, and they have these
Justice
looks
Smith.
of character. They have character classes that I look at and go, oh yeah, he's totally the magic user. Like, oh yeah.
Chris
And the only
Klein's a bard, clearly.
Yeah, obviously. And the thing about it is, he was the one actor that I thought this feels out of place because I can't imagine him doing D&D. At the same time, I saw him like, you know what? This looks fun. I'm into it. I'm like, all right, cool. They have a whole panel. You can, if you look online now, Arcadians, you can see the panels that they've talked about it already because that was yesterday. That was on Thursday. Let's see, let's go down. The release date for
Cowabunga Collection.
TMNT Cowabunga Collection. Hooray! Finally, it's August 30th. The thing I wanted to mention. So I had pre-ordered the physical copy of
this
TMNT.
game.
Sure, not this game because I did this already, but it's like through Amazon, and they're like, all right, whenever it comes out. Shredder's Revenge.
Oh,
I
that
had
one?
pre-ordered. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I talked about this before.
Sure.
That Target had a sale where it's like buy 2 get 1 free, and I did that, so I got the game for $21. And then I thought, okay, it's gonna come out on July 15th. Hell yeah! And then I get a notification saying, hey, so we want to give you need to verify or you need confirmation that you saw the new release date. New release date was August 30th. I'm like, okay, whatever. I got one last week. It's now in October. The game At least that's what Target says when they'll get their copy, or be able to give me my copy of TMNT Shredder's Revenge, the physical edition for the Nintendo Switch is going to be in October. It's like,
You know, Randy, I just now realized you're always waiting for shit you want.
yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And like,
And it's not
yeah.
even like intentional. It's the, hey, it's coming. All right, sweet, I'm going to
You
get
hop
it.
on that motherfucker as fast as possible. Like, oh, yeah, it's going to be great. And then it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. I am sorry for this for you. And that blows. But all right, we can keep going. We can keep going into this because
Yeah.
D&D Honor Amongst Thieves San Diego. Oh, whoa, what was that? Scroll out. Okay.
Yeah.
Honor Amongst Thieves San Diego Comic Con clip reveals a battle within the classics 1980s cartoon party.
Yeah. They're going to be fighting with the...
I have no idea what that means.
There is a Dungeons and Dragons cartoon that came out in the 80s that actually it was actually really dope. The story is that these kids go on a roller coaster ride called Dungeons and Dragons, and they end up going through the ride into the world of D&D, and they're all their own character classes, and they're just fighting to get back. Cartoon series actually ends on a cliffhanger. Like, you never actually find out how they get out. So I'm assuming that that means that they're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight the team. They're going to fight the classic cartoon series. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That means that are they stuck there?
That means the universe is connected, and I love connected universes in D&D. I run a D&D campaign where universes are connected, and I love it, and so do my players. But
Okay,
what's up next?
see, going down here on the page. Oh, so they talked about this before. They only showed the title card, but now they have a teaser trailer and a behind-the-scenes look for the Disney's National Treasure coming to Disney Plus. The National Treasure is getting a TV series. Nick Cage is not in it. They're getting. I had a coworker who saw this and said, called her, was it TV budget Salma Hayek, which I don't know who this actress is. I guess that her name is Lisette Alexis. I'm not downing her in any way. I just thought it was funny that my coworker had said that because I looked, I'm like, oh, she does look like Salma Hayek. But yeah, they're gonna have a National
Which
Treasure
is not
series.
a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing. But I was like,
She's definitely younger than Selma Hayek.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Salma Hayek's
I don't know about budget to Selma Hayek because Selma
TV.
Hayek is really hot, but
yeah, she's
she is getting up there in age. So if you want a younger, kind of low budget Selma Hayek, I think that still works out.
yeah, still good. Low budget Salma Hayek is still a pretty good Salma Hayek.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
There's that. Next up,
let's see. Oh, I did catch. There's the Masters of the Universe Revolution. That series. It is apparently it's going to have William Shatner in it, and it was a big deal. I saw the thing, and I'm like, oh, that is cool. I'm not.
Is this the one that is written by Kevin Smith?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that one coming to Netflix. It's scheduled actually pretty soon, August 18th. So that's really close. Let's see what do we got
All right,
here.
I need to give that series a try. I haven't yet.
Let's
Next up.
Big Severance. Oh, new Beavis and Butthead clips show their reaction to BTS and TikTok. I caught part of the movie they released on Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like this is a movie that should have been released maybe 10 years ago because it takes place right after Beavis and Butthead Does America, except now it's time travel and all this other stuff. And
Sure.
yeah, it's okay. It's not great.
All right.
I mean, if you could catch it, catch it.
I haven't seen. I've seen some of the stuff for New Beavis and Butthead. Not all of it. I'm just like, wow, this was funny back then. Now I'm like,
Does it still work?
I don't feel like it does. Without it, shitting on shitting on music videos, it doesn't hold that.
No.
It doesn't hold well for me.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is this? LeBron James is in multiverse?
Well, because he's part of that WB shit.
Oh, god damn it, really?
I mean, that's where that comes from, man. He's like, they made a whole movie where it's all that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the top
did.
article here I wanted to talk about, which says, DC seemingly has no plans to make more Snyderverse movies. Fans of the Zack Snyderverse and his collection of DC films, including Justice League, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, shouldn't get their hopes up for any further additions. Speaking at a Comic-Con panel, DC Chief Executive Officer Jim Lee said there are no further plans to expand that material.
Here's my question. You asked these guys that when clearly they're having trouble with the fucking Flash movie, which technically is Snyderverse?
It's part of that.
Really? That's the last fucking thing you should be asking this dude.
There's also a thing that got out that basically says the all the accounts, or like a large amount of accounts that were tweeting out release the Snyder Cut were apparently faked. Like so not many people, not many people wanted the Snyder Cut. Like they didn't care. No. And I went, I'm not one of the people who said that. So
Well.
but I look and I go, so yeah. I mean, we both watched it. We've talked about it a bit.
Maybe you should have looked into those accounts a little sooner.
I mean, I'm saying that everything is legit when you talk about internet polls and hashtags and all that.
Before spending a lot of money on having that released.
But yeah, as you mentioned before, the fighting game Multiverse is a Warner Brother game. It's their version of Smash, and it's gonna have LeBron James in it, along with characters like Rick and Morty.
I gotta give Multiverse a chance. I really do, man.
I think it's cool. There's some characters I wish they didn't put in there. I talked about this before. Like, I don't like they put Iron Giant in it because, you know, he is a sweet soul who only wants to help people. Why would he be doing any of that stuff? But, you know, whatever. It's their character. They can do what they want.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, well, Batman punches people in the face. That's his job.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I'm okay with that.
Iron Giant does not do those things.
No, he doesn't. No, he
He's a
doesn't.
nice guy.
All right, yeah.
See, Lord of the Rings of Power, the new trailer released. I saw this already. I'm like, oh yeah.
I have not.
It looks dope, dude. I can see why Amazon spending so much. Why they spent so much on this.
Good.
Like, dang, this looks fantastic.
And Amazon has the lock, stock, and barrel of Lord of the Rings right now.
Yeah.
So if they're doing this and they're just like throwing like fuck you Amazon money at it and going overboard on it, then cool, do it. Let's see what you come up with, and I hope it works out.
I did not know this is an exclusive original Gremlin star. Zach Galligan will return for Secrets of the Mogwai.
I just read that.
There was a new one.
Good.
I'm like, dude. I know Randall
it.
Park's supposed to be attached to it.
All right. Oh, shit. So that's just says we're doing something Gremlins related.
Yeah,
80s.
New Gremlins.
Yeah, new Gremlins. We're just saying we're working on it. This is who's attached to it. Don't ask us about it again.
Yeah,
until we'll tell you when we got shit for it.
You'll see the exclusive announcement at E3 2023.
Yeah, like don't bug us. We're in work. We're doing it.
The I Am Groot short trailer was announced. I actually watched it. I was like, damn, this looks really good.
That's a cute Groot.
Fun thing. It's gonna be like, was it 6 shorts they're gonna release in August 10th? So
that's cute.
coming to Disney Plus.
I'm in.
Marvel's What If Season 2 announced.
Good. We knew this was happening.
It's coming or announced for early 2023, and a Season 3 confirmation, which I'm like,
nice.
All right. I liked What If. I thought it was really fun. Like, I am disappointed they couldn't. There were supposed to be 10 episodes, but they were only able to complete 9. So one of them was they actually mentioned, it's like, yes, we missed episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna show up for season 2.
Okay.
Let's see, Spider-Man, Lord of the Rings. We got that again. Gremlins. Secret. Oh yeah, Randall Park. He's made the announcement. He's let's see.
Oh, so he's in the new Gremlins. So
yeah,
all right, so
coming to HBO Max.
Billy from the original movie is coming back for it, and then Randall Park.
Yeah.
For something.
I'm
all right,
all
cool.
For. I'm wondering if he's like the grandson of the guy who owned the ancient Chinese, you know.
Is that racist? I don't think so.
I mean, it's not. That's what he was, right?
Yeah, but it's like the old man was
Korean,
very ancient, like Chinese, quoting Confucius and very into philosophy. And then you get Randall Park, who's
probably not.
He's not gonna be that at all. Not.
What if he is? I'll be like,
if he is, that's so out of his wheelhouse, and it might be even funnier.
Yeah. Let's see. The X-Men 97, which they've announced last year.
Coming in the fall.
It's going to premiere on Disney Plus the fall of next year, which I'm like, next year, you fuckers.
Nah, if you need time on it, fine. Do it.
But yeah. Marvel Zombies coming to Disney Plus. They say it's going to have the gore and splatter you want from a zombie show.
I'm not okay with that. That's nightmare fuel.
I'm fine with that because I'm like, hell yeah.
I scared now.
Walking Dead stuff.
Eh.
Oh, I saw this and I went, damn, that beats the... that Gucci Xbox. Marvel reveals real life Infinity Stone collection worth $25 million.
Okay, let's stop for a minute.
Marvel unveiled a collection of quote unquote Infinity Stones comprised of actual gems with a combined value of more than $25 million. Revealed during their Comic-Con booth, which Arcadians go to Marvel or go to YouTube and look up the Marvel page. They actually have They're from the Marvel booth, and they do some fun stuff there. Check them out.
All
but
right.
yeah, they made they made 6 stones.
Now, hold on here. They are legitimate, real stones of
Yes.
150 carat, I guess, each?
No, total combined.
Total, okay.
Yeah.
So they're real stones, so I guess
They're
that
real, like sapphire.
the red one's
whatever.
sapphire, the red one's a ruby,
Yeah.
this one's a sapphire, this one's an emerald, and I am assuming
I
they're
think the yellow
fucking
one's a
fat. I don't know. They must be pretty big, right?
Yeah, I would have. Well, let's see. They're a combined total of 150 carats, and that's 6 stones. So that means they're like, I don't know. I'm not good at math. I don't even know why I thought that I could do that.
You know what? That's okay. You tried. That the point is, there's going to be a nerdy and Italian job happening somewhere with Mini Coopers and a crew, and all that shit's gonna get gaffled, and it's gonna be fucked up, and then you're gonna be, and the internet's gonna lose their mind, and like, oh shit, Thanos has them. We're boned. We are all boned.
Oh man, that's not. So on average, each stone would be 25 carats. So if we do, oh man, that's a lot of money though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang. That's like
Next
that's
up.
10 million. No, that's a lot. And DeLorean action figures.
Cool,
and
I'm in.
Toys. Walking Dead spin-off starring Rick Grimes. Oh, bringing Rick Grimes back, huh? All right. I mean,
Okay.
I fell off Walking Dead a long time ago.
Yeah,
Those
okay,
shows ran
it's
on
fine,
for a
whatever.
long time. Street Fighter 6 reveals
Alternate classic
Street
costumes.
Fighter alternate costumes.
Duh,
so,
that was gonna happen.
yeah. Well, they just finally made that announcement.
Cool.
So it's
Thanks.
Like, all right,
Great.
That's awesome.
You didn't
And
need to
then-
tell me that because I knew it was happening. Go ahead.
TMNT co-creator says it's humbling seeing the franchise evolve, which, I mean, assuming it's because of all the love they've gotten from their animated shows, the reiterations of said animated shows, and having a collection of their games in their history come out and be so sought after and well loved.
Yep.
And seeing a new game, the Shredder's Revenge, it's so well done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a short game.
I gotta.
But it's got replay.
Yeah,
It
I
definitely
gotta.
has replay.
I gotta lock in some time with you so we can maybe let's play that. That would be great.
Yeah. Let's see here. New
We're
Transformers
just passing
cartoon.
over a lot of shit here.
Well, because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff
Uh-huh.
happening. And this is just from 2 days.
Yeah, this is just
I
2
know.
days.
I
Transformers.
mean, Keanu Reeves for Berserker anime confirmed for 2 seasons on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay, it's
Never
the
heard of it.
Batman and Spawn crossover again. Oh, that's right. They did do that.
Yeah, they
In
did.
the 90s. I
Okay,
have
that can
book.
happen, I guess. Sure.
William Shatner reveals definitive documentary with fan-funded Legion M. Is there?
Eh.
I feel like there's a lot of that. And then Dragon Ball superhero new details revealed. at
Yeah.
San
Okay. Cool. I need to try
But yeah.
this. I need to try the new version of Dragon Ball Super with the superhero and Gohan doing a lot of shit. So he's like kind of the focus, I guess.
Yeah.
This is what I hear. I haven't seen it. I'm behind a lot of shit.
I mean, you could check out the link for all this Comic-Con stuff.
You can.
But yeah, it's San Diego Comic-Con. It's a lot. We're probably going to talk about more of this stuff because the show is going
in
on
2
as
weeks
we're
we probably
recording.
will.
Yeah, as we're recording this, it's going on, and it's going to be a lot of announcements and a lot of things to unpack. There's still like technically 3 more days of this stuff.
We are skimming through all of the shit that happened. You are right.
We're just tip of the iceberg on those things. Tip of the iceberg. And I think that is it. We're actually out of our time.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. Why, do you want to talk about one more thing? Did you want to do one more thing? Which one was it?
Bayonetta's family friendly, no nudity.
Oh, okay.
Real
Let me put that
quick.
in there. We'll do it. This is actually not that long. I mean, it's a funny story.
Cool.
All right, so Arcadians, do you know about Bayonetta? You know the story about the guy who made Devil May Cry and said he swears the only Devil May Cry out there is the first one?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro.
He went to platinum and made Bayonetta, and
granted,
Bayonetta's awesome.
I mean, there's a whole discussion about that. But Bayonetta 3, which is we finally see a trailer, multiple trailers for it coming to Switch. It is a Switch exclusive.
Yep.
I'm excited for it. If you're not familiar with Bayonetta, this Bullet Witch, I said witch, has a very revealing outfits, and I will say,
Yeah, it can.
has moves that puts her in very compromising positions.
Well, it's sexy, but she's not a whore, you know?
No.
No.
I said compromising. I didn't even say that she's a whore. I'm just saying that she, it is not for the E for everyone audience. Unless, I mean, whatever you're into.
I guess.
However you are with what you see and what your children see, that's your business, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bayonetta 3 is going to feature a family-friendly mode to censor out nudity, which I'm like, to censor nudity, featured in the modus of family-friendly modes.
Yeah.
Which I look at and go, so does that mean there's going to be, like, all blacked out areas?
Look, dude, like, that's just because her hair is technically her clothes.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
fine,
energy.
but when she goes into, like, when she starts using a bit more of her power and her power,
Yeah.
her clothes or her hair, which is
Yeah.
is her weapon,
Yeah.
get off of her body and do more shit. Now, it's not like you see her hoots, you know?
No, you're not.
You're not turning the
actually
camera to the
seeing it.
point for that. And I don't think it's ever been that.
No.
But this
I mean,
family-friendly mode, I feel like, is in here because they want to make more sales in the
I
States.
mean, it is on a Nintendo system.
And it is on a Nintendo system.
they're trying to
so-
get that. We're
yeah.
like, okay, here it is.
And-
But I will also laugh and be like, it's not like you see a lot of anything. Like I said,
No.
it's very risque looking. But like it
her
doesn't
hips, her
have any
butt.
stuff.
You don't see.
You don't actually see.
You don't
whatever
see
it is in there.
you don't see like the moneymaker. You don't see your hoots. You know,
I-
like you're
I-
fine.
I imagine there's gonna be someone out there who's gonna like do the mod to do all these terrible things.
and they're gonna do it anyway.
And I'm
And you
like,
can turn it
guys.
off and on if you're like, hey, like this is. I'm a man. I could see this and be okay with it and fine. But if you're like a 12-year-old boy, you're probably gonna turn it off anyway. I don't know how this mode works, but that it is in the game at all. It's just like, dude, we just want to make some sales. Platinum needs to. This is their flagship game.
Yeah.
So they need to sell the shit out of this.
Yeah.
I feel like buying like 3 copies of this.
I mean, it does come out on October 28th.
Yeah.
And you can pre-order the game now at the Nintendo Store. Which I'm now wondering, is it available for pre-order anywhere else? Because, ordering through the Nintendo Store apparently has not been. Well, I wouldn't say the
No.
whole idea. Just that whole thing with the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That whole thing. It's like, yeah. That happened.
Yeah. No,
Anyway.
I haven't played. I'm not a big Xenoblade fan, so I haven't like done that. But I should probably give that a chance at some point. I'm still
I
in the
enjoyed the
middle
game. I thought it was
of
great.
some other shit on my Switch, mainly triangle strategy and oh my god, I can't believe I forgot.
Live?
Oh, Octopath.
Octopath? Okay.
So right now, yeah. Before I start getting into anything, I mean, hell, I played Shredder's Revenge because I'm just like, I need to see how this goes.
Yeah.
And it is amazing, but
Yep. Oh, keep talking. I gotta go do a thing. Hold on.
okay, but I'm not gonna like freak out about getting like into Xenoblade. I'll do that at my own time. But for Bayonetta 3, honestly, they just want to make some sales. Platinum, like the company itself, they're always guns for hire, and it seems like on the lately they have been kind of hurting for money. They're like, hey, we can make them games you want, woo! But they don't want to. They want to have their own kind of like freedom to make their own shit. But financially, they're in a kind of a rough spot. So I think with this game being their flagship, they want to sell the shit out of this and get a whole lot of money. Because, of course, Nintendo's going to get their cut because Bayonetta. But hopefully this game works out for them and they can, keep the doors open because Platinum is a company you want to keep around.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. They got some talented people over there working at Platinum. And, yeah, I want to keep them around. So maybe I should buy Randy a copy of Bayonetta 3, and Randy should buy me a copy of Bayonetta 3.
Hey.
And then we should buy 2 more copies of Bayonetta 3 and give them to friends. And then they give them to friends, and then they get 2 friends. And then we can keep Platinum around for a while because they're a great studio. They kind of like hit a rough spot financially because they came. So one of the guys that worked there, one of their head guys at Platinum, was like, "Hey, it would be really cool." They said this on Twitter. Would it be really cool if somebody bought us?
Yeah.
That'd be rad. And if they bought us, they just keep our like creative freedom. That would be dope. But they make critical darling games. They don't make games that really sell like well.
Yeah.
But everybody
including
loves
Bayonetta.
playing their games. Like Astral Chain. Platinum.
Oh, dude. I played that.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3 is probably going to be one of those games that is a critical darling, but is probably going to sell well. God, what else? Wonderful 101, critical darling. Everyone loves that fucking game, but it didn't sell that great, which I don't understand why. Fucking no, I have no clue. That game's amazing. That's just like some of the games I can really, off the top of my head, that Platinum is responsible for that everyone loves, but they don't sell well. And if I was Vanquished.
Vanquished.
Yeah.
That actually is like one of those games where I'm like, oh, they like made a very fast-paced version of Gears of War.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. Actually, they actually have an anniversary edition out there, guys. So if you haven't played it yet,
but for some reason didn't sell well. Nobody really knows Vanquished. I honestly kind of forgot about Vanquished. I know what it is. I did play just a tiny bit of it, but I was like, hey, that's cool, and then put it down, and that sucks. And I think that's like kind of Platinum's curse, really. If I was an armchair CEO and I was just like Microsoft or fucking Sony or Nintendo, like, hey, these guys make amazing games, but they don't sell well. Fuck, what do you... I kind of don't want to buy these guys. And that sucks. And if they are really struggling to be kind of like that third-party studio, damn.
Yep.
Need him around. Fuck, we need him around. That's my opinion. So
no, I agree. I love the game Vanquish. And I love Platinum. There are some games they've tried making that just didn't turn out great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, not that it's not good, but I felt like it should have been better. Was they actually made the Platinum made a Transformers game, which was actually really good.
Yes.
And it was really
Transformers
fun.
Devastation.
But they could have just done a little bit more with it, because there are some things you're like, oh yeah, this is still a Platinum game, and you're like, okay, I get it. I get what they did.
You get the feeling it was just like it was enough that most of that budget was just getting the license for Transformers.
Well, I mean, it was a licensed game, and they had a certain time frame they needed to boot it on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was liberties that they wanted to take that they couldn't because, Hasbro wouldn't let them do it. So it's like, oh, I get it. But it's good, and I haven't played it yet. But I think what's it called? Not Manhattan Project. I think it's like TMNT, the Mutants in Manhattan or something. That one's supposed to be really good. Apparently, it's a harder game to come by because it's a newer title. But because it's licensed, they stopped making it. You're like, fuck.
Okay. I would think Transformers would be really hard to get right now from Platinum.
Well, it's because Transformers, they've had several movies. They want you to get that. They don't.
God, I want the PC code of that so bad. I want the Steam code of that so bad.
Yeah. But
fuck. But
yeah, like I said, the for TMNT, I think it's like the Xbox and PS4 version of the game. It's still like sells used for $40, which I'm like, damn, I feel like that's really high. But then I'm like, it's TMNT and it's a Platinum game. They didn't make a lot. Yeah. The reason why I walked away is because I wanted to show this. I got
the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't you dare.
And you can see my library of games and things I've installed.
Look up Transformers.
Let's take a look.
See if that's Steam. If you can get a code, share it with me.
I can get a code. I don't know if I know anybody that'll do that, but
no, I would like that. That would be great.
Let's see.
I'll buy it. Fuck it. I should. Well, I don't know if it's even available on Steam. If it is, cool. I'll buy it right now because I feel like giving money to Platinum. There's so many video game companies. You're like, I need to support these guys. Treasure being one of them. Platinum's another. That sort of thing. So
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Bayonetta 3. I want to play Bayonetta 3. I hate to say it, but I only played a fraction of both 1 and 2.
Oh, dude, I played a lot.
I know there's a collection out too, and I should just do it. I should just shut up and do it.
Well, I heard that because of Bayonetta 3 coming out, they're going to release the game singly.
Okay.
So you don't, because the bundle they released for the Switch at least was you get the physical cart has Bayonetta 1 on it, and then you got a download code for part 2. Which I'm like, it's because they couldn't, they can't fit both, and I'm like, it's gonna be. So I'm like, if they release them singly, and then granted it's gonna be expensive because you are buying a physical cart, I'm okay with still having a physical cart. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know how I am with my physical versions of the game.
No, me too.
So, but yeah, that I do not. Transformers, Fall of Cybertron, and then the Transformers Battleground are the only 2 Transformer games on Steam.
Good. Well, not good. I have both.
Yeah.
I have War of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. But if I had
So-
Transformers Devastation, the one that was made by Platinum, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, that's not on there. That's not on the list.
Fuck. I want it.
Yeah.
Want it in my hands.
Yep.
Give it to me. All
I
right.
got Bayonetta on here. I got
Of course I
Bayonetta
do.
1.
Well,
And-
you know what? Fuck it. I maybe get it on Steam. Maybe I will. We'll see.
They have.
I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, you could also. I mean, if you still have any of your other consoles, they do have Bayonetta 1 and Vanquish bundle for their anniversary.
Oh, good.
So yeah, and that's only $20. So
Shut up and take my money.
yeah, there you go. But anyways, but so Bayonetta. I mean, I'm for it. I don't know about this whole family friendly mode because I mean, this.
I could turn it
think-
off. I'm sure
I'm
it's
like-
an off and on thing.
Oh, I know that. I just think it's funny they put that in there because then what does that change as far as the ESRB rating? Because it's still going to be a mature rated title.
You know what? Maybe it makes it easier to sell because it's like now it's not a M rated.
Here,
It's like
an M-rated game, guys. But we're gonna take this part out. Here we're gonna block this.
to change the ESRB rating. I don't know what the ESRB rating would be for that.
I think some
You're
name-
right,
well,
but
yeah,
like you can
it's
turn that
gonna
off
be
and
like
on.
E to M. You're like, yeah, it's gonna be either be E when you put this thing on, or
Oh,
it's
E to
gonna
M,
be
yeah.
M.
That's a
When she-
big ass range. That's a big ass range.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. All right. That is it for the ESRcade.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Acadians.
Arcadians, yes. We will be back in 2 weeks. Yeah, and I will have this video pop up in another week to do some edits and whatnot, and then everything will be fine. Hopefully, because my goofing around with the video and the views, I did that during the first story. I'll goof around with that.
All right.
And have some hilarity happen and some edits. But we will see. We will see, man. You guys take it easy. What do you have anything more, to say, Randy?
No, that's it.
Cool. Can I sign off?
Go for it.
Sick. Arcadians, the arcade is now closed. See you next time.